In this video, let us see how to create a Telegram AI agent using n8n, and this is the sample of the Telegram AI agent that we're gonna build in this video. And this Telegram AI agent will be very similar to the one that we will be usually create using the OpenClaw. And let me ask some prompt here to this AI agent, and you consider this is the response that I got for the previous prompts that I asked. Now we got the uh, response for the prompt that we gave, right? Consider an AI agent is a computer program that senses environment and blah blah blah. So let us see how to create this Telegram AI agent using n8n. Let's get started. For this, what I have done is, if you go to my n8n website, you consider this the basic workflow that I have created for this very basic n8n workflow. Just a Telegram trigger, and we are giving a HTTP request to the AI agent and sending the message back to it. For overview, it may be look like a simple, but for this we need to configure a lot of things. I will show you what are the things that we need to do to make this Telegram AI agent work properly. And I have using the local n8n only. I'm not using the cloud version. Let me go back. And if you want to install this n8n locally as well, let me show you how to install this locally. You can also go to the n8n cloud version also, but the cloud version is only premium plan. If you go to pricing option, you consider there is no free option. There will be only a starter plan, pro plan, and the advanced option as well. You'll have to subscribe to their plans, but you can also install this locally and try out the workflows. To install it, you need something called the Node.js. So make sure you download the Node.js in your system, and after you have downloaded, so let me stop this n8n server, and what I will do is I will close this all the tabs here. And if you want to install the n8n locally, what you need to do is first you need to check if the node is available or not. Just type node -hyphen version. You should give us the version. Let's also check for the npm version. Now both the things are available. Now we can install the n8n. To install the n8n, just type npm install -j and just type n8n. It will install the n8n for you. I have already installed it, so I don't want to install again. Then when you install the n8n, the next step will be to create the Telegram bot. So just head over to the Telegram website and consider this my Telegram. I have already created 2 bots here. So this is the one that I have shown you demo in the first part of the video. So to create a new one, just go to the bot further. So you consider this is the bot. Here you need to create a new bot. To create a new bot, just type /new bot. Consider this is the one, and it is asking to give a name for our bot. So let me give a name n8n testing. Let's also give a username for our bot. The username will be n8n testing bot. So this is my username, and once you enter the username, it should give you the access token. So make sure you copy and paste this access token safely somewhere. And then what we need to do is, you consider when we run the n8n, it is running locally, and but the Telegram is running online. How can we able to connect the n8n that is running on the local host and the Telegram that is running on the online? So for this, either we can do the port forwarding, or we can use the ngrok to expose our port. You consider the n8 is running on the local host. Consider if you head over to this local host website. So let me open this local host. If it is running on the local host, it will not be directly access the Telegram that is running on the online. So for that, we have 2 options. So first option is the ngrok, using which we can forward our port. Know the port number. The port number is 5678 here, right? So the first option is as usual ngrok. You can go with this option if you know how to set this up, but I will show you another way, better way in VS Code itself. You don't have to set up anything. So just open up your VS Code, and here in the VS Code you will have option called the ports. If you open up the terminal, you consider terminal, you have your option called the ports. Then you have your option called the forward a port, and enter the port number here 5678 and click on forward. Consider now it is forwarding a port number, and we got a URL here, and that's it. Now you don't have to use the ngrok. You can use this URL as well. So by default it will be private. You have to make it this as a public. So for that, what you need to do is just right click on it and change the port visibility to public. That's it. And let me click on continue here. Now we got this URL, and this URL is public. So let me copy this URL here. So let me copy this, and let me open up the terminal again. Now let me stop this n8n server that is running locally. So we need to set up something. So we need to set up the webhook URL. Consider this URL is the local host. Now if you go to the local host, it will not be run because we have stopped the n8n server. So we need to do set webhook URL. So this URL will be the URL that we have got from the VS Code port forwarding. Then we need to set up the n8n host. So this will be the same URL, but this time remove the HTTPS. So let me remove this HTTPS, and that's it. Now you can start the n8n. So just type n8n, and this time it should use this URL for the webhook, and for the host it should use the below URL without the HTTPS. Consider initializing the n8n for us. It will take some time, just give you a few minutes. Now we got a URL here. The editor is now accessible via this URL. Let me open up this URL. Consider now the n8n has been open on the URL that we have mentioned. Now we need to create the workflow. So let's click on create workflow. Here let's add our first step. So here in the search bar just type Telegram and select this, and for the trigger we need to select the on message. So let me select on message here. There are many options here, but click on on message and it will open up a new pop-up like this. Here you need to set up the credential. I have already created one credential here. Let me show you how to create one. Click on new, create new credential. Here you need to paste the access token. So let me go to Telegram. So this is the access token. Let me copy this and paste it here and click on save. And before that, let's also change the name here. Instead of Telegram account 2, I'm gonna set n8n testing account, and that's it. Let me click on save again. You can see now the connection has been tested successfully. Let me minimize this one. Now the credential will be set to the account that we have created now, that is n8n testing account. So we can test this trigger now. So just click on execute step on the left hand side. You can see it is listening for the event on Telegram. So let me go to Telegram. Let me go to bot here and let me click on start now. So now if you go to n8n, it should receive this message. You can see now we got the message received here. So the message is the / start. That's it. Now we have successfully done the first step. Then we need to forward this text to the AI agent. Whatever text that we type in the Telegram, we have to forward it to the AI agent. You can consider this the text. We'll have to forward it to the AI agent. The AI agent that we're going to use in this video is the Open Router, because Open Router is the only provider that will give you the free API token. So I'm gonna add a new node now. So let's click on this place icon, and here just type HTTP. So the request will be HTTP request, and the method will be post method. And here we need to type the URL. So let me show you how to get the URL as well, and the API key. So just open up a new tab and type Open Router. You can see this is the website. Let me open this website, and you can see I have already logging using my credentials. So let me go to settings, and let me go to API key. Consider I have already have a API key. So let me create a new API key now. The API key name will be n8n sample. I have set the expiration to no expiration. So let me copy this API token, and here before the let's also get the URL now. And what I will do is I will copy and paste the API key somewhere safely. So let me open up the notepad now and paste it here, and let's go to docs here, and if you scroll down you will have the URL. So let me scroll down. So let's scroll down. You can see here we have the URL. So let me copy this URL. So this is the URL that will be used. Let me copy this and paste it here in the URL field. And for the authentication, I'm gonna select the custom one, predefined custom credential. And for the credential type, make sure you select the bearer token. So let me search for bearer. So you can search bearer auth. And here bearer auth, you can see I have already added one API key. So let me create a new API key now and paste the API key that you have copied. So let me copy the API key from the notepad and paste it open here and click on save. So let's also change the name to n8n is Telegram. So let me click on save here. So let me close this one. So this is the bearer auth. Then for the body, we need to enable this one, send body. So let me enable this one. And for the body type, it should be JSON. So make sure you select the JSON. And for the specify body, you need to select using JSON. And here I will give you the template in the description. You can check that out. You can select this the template. Let me copy this template. I will explain what this template is. You can see I'm using this model from the Open Router. Model is NVIDIA model. And here for the message, I'm saying there will be two roles. First one is the system role and the user role. And in the user role, you will be pass the content whatever that the user is typing in the Telegram. So let me copy this template now and paste it here in the JSON. And for the content, so let me expand this. And for the content, we need to get whatever the user is typing. If you look at the left hand side, there will be an output of the previous node. Consider here on the left hand side, we have the option called the text. Consider whatever the user type, it will be stored here in this text. So what you need to do is you need to just drag and drop into the appropriate position. So let me drag on the text. So let me right click and drag and drop here. Consider now I have drag and drop the text. It should be look like this. And here now we can successfully execute this step and to see if it is working or not. And before that, we can also set the additional options. I think we don't need anything here. Let me ignore that one. And finally, we can click on execute step. So we are getting a error here, problem in HTTP node. So actually, if you get any error, make sure you include this inside your codes and equaled, and let's also end this with here double quotes, and that's it. Now we can click on execute step. You can say now we got the output here, and let me expand this. So let me go to the right hand side, and if you go to right hand side, and we have a response here, and the response is consider it will be presented on this content. This is the reasoning details. We don't need this anymore. So we are interested only in the content. You can say started. How can I assist you today? Now we got the response from the AI, right? We'll have to send this back to the Telegram. So to do that, we need to create a new node. So let me click on plus here, and here just type Telegram, and this time let me open this, and here in this on this Telegram action search for sender. You can say send a text message, and here for the chat area actually if you close this, let me close this pop-up here. We'll have to get the chat ID from the Telegram trigger. So the chat ID will be available in the starting node. So if you scroll down, you can see the Telegram trigger is there. We'll have an option called the ID. Under the chat, you'll have an option called ID. Just drag and drop to this chat ID field, and that's it. Also, it will automatically show you the result. So this is the result that we got for the previous run. And for the text, we'll have to push the text that the A region returned us. Consider we can get this from the HTTP request, and here we're gonna copy and paste the content. So the content is available in the choices, and before that we can also change the model. I forgot to show you how to change the model. Let me go to HTTP request now. So let me edit this option, and here in the JSON body, consider I have set the model to this one NVIDIA. Actually, if you go to open router and go to model section, there are many models here. You can choose any free ones there, and in the search option, if you type free, you can see there are many free ones, and you can choose any one of them. For example, if I select the OpenAI GPT OSS model, so you can get this model ID, and you'll have to replace this with this one here. So this is how you change the model name, but I will stick to the NVIDIA one. NVIDIA is fine for me. So this is how you change the model. I forgot to show you this. So let me go to that third node. This is send a text message node, and here we'll have to drag and drop the content. So this content here, consider this the content, just drag and drop here, and that's it. And you consider it also shows the result started. How can I assist you today? And we can also set the reply type as well. So the reply type is none, and let me add a field. So we can set the pause mode. That is the we're gonna set this to the Markdown legacy, and just click on the execute step. You consider now the message has been successfully sent back to the Telegram. I think I have done something wrong here. Why it is sending message to this previous Telegram account that I have set up? So my bad. I have sent the message to the previous Telegram account that I have sent. So the credential that we have set up is this one, n8n testing account. So let me select that one. So I'm gonna click on execute step again. This time you should send the message to the right Telegram bot. Consider now we got the message in this Telegram bot, that is n8n testing, that we have created in this video. We'll just click on execute workflow to test it again. So I'm gonna send this message, hi, how are you? And we should see the output lively here. Consider now all the work node has been executed successfully, and we got the output as well. Hi, I'm doing well. So actually you don't want to click on execute workflow again and again. I will show you how to fix that as well. But before that, let's test this one time for Python code. Write a Python code for a commit generator for GitHub. So this is my upcoming video, how to create a commit generator. So if you want that video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. So what it will do is, if we can go to the n8n workflow console now, currently it is stuck here, HTTP request. So we got a error here. Please check your parameters. So the problem is because of this pause mode. So because of this, we are getting error. So what we need to do is, we need to remove this. For some prompts it is working, but for other prompts it is not working if it contains some special characters. So let me remove this pause mode and click on execute step again. This time we got a message like message is too long. So we can ask the agent to write shortly. So let me close this one. I'm gonna click on execute workflow again. Let's go to Telegram, and this time I'm gonna copy the same message, but this time I will tell it to write shortly. So give shortly and press enter. This time we should get the output. You consider now we got a message here. Let me go to the Telegram, and yeah, consider this the power of using AI agent. The two created using the n8n. So it gives us the step-by-step instruction on how we can create a AI commit generator for uh, GitHub. So we can't each time click on execute workflow, right? That's why we need to click on publish. If you publish the workflow, you don't have to click on execute workflow each time. It will be run automatically for you. So let me publish this workflow now. So just click on our publish. I'm gonna give you a name for the workflow. In this case, I'm gonna type Telegram n8n Telegram AI agent. Now the workflow has been published, right? Once it is published, you don't have to click on execute workflow again. You can directly message the Telegram bot. So I'm gonna say how to implement this. That is the AI commit generator for GitHub, step by step, but you should write shortly and press enter. Now you consider, since we publish it, we can't say what is happening behind the scenes, but it is running. You should get the output in a minute. Consider now we got the response. So yeah, I hope I have covered literally everything, how to set up this n8n Telegram AI agent from scratch. So this is for this video, and I will continue in the next one. If you have any doubts in this video, make sure you leave it in the comment section. I will try to reply to each comment. So this is for this video, and I will continue in the next one.